I'm reviewing a book, chapter by chapter, and the book is Dreadnought by Diane Carey. And today I'll be talking about chapter 8. Chapter 8 has Piper, the main character, Lieutenant Piper, escape from Pompeii after she finds out this admiral is trying to consolidate all of the alien races in the galaxy together by using the Dreadnoughts. Against their will and everything, into Starfleet and by extension the Federation. But like the pacing in this chapter is really odd, and we're almost at the end, and we're still not really joining forces with Kirk yet with the Star Empire. But she escapes, and it's this very action-packed sequence followed by reading poetry all of a sudden, which is really odd. And then later in the chapter, after they get onto the Star Empire, Piper is fixing the communications array, which, by the way, they say that Kirk already knows the plot that the Admiral has. So it's like, what is the point of prioritizing communications at this point? It should be shields. But anyway, because they're being fired on by the Pompeii and everything, and they don't have the know-how to operate this Dreadnought. So Piper is trying to repair the electrical panel, and then this crew member, who's honestly kind of useless, is turning a phaser on her and says, the Orions, they attacked me much in the same way Worf's parents were killed by Romulans, and Michael Burnham's parents were killed by Klingons. It's the same story. I hid in a cabinet and then was found or whatever. So she's got a grudge against the Orions, and apparently that's how Rittenhouse convinced Marit that consolidation would be a great idea. But it's like, when did they have this conversation at all? They were all together all the time on the Pompeii. So it's like, I see a huge hole here. But now Marit's dead because she was fired on by Rittenhouse when they're attacking this Dreadnought. So, we have this dramatic, you're not going to die. And it's like, well, whatever, I don't really care enough about this character, even after telling this story. Pacing wise, not the strongest. We're almost at the end. It feels like the plot is really going at a snail's pace. Barely anything has happened yet.